everyone, welcome to my channel. Finally, it's been time. I have been making videos for 4-5 years now and never uploading them, and honestly it's about time that I just did something for myself. So here we are. This video is going to be a brief little introduction to what I want to achieve on this journey, as cliche as that sounds. I started a blog. Gonna leave that in the link down below, so please check that out. I will cover things there that I don't cover here and vice versa. But basically this is all about my personal growth, doing things to push me out of my comfort zone, and things that I've always wanted to do and never got the chance to do, been discouraged from doing, or things like that. So in that vein, what I'm going to introduce you to is my 101 in 1001 list. So I've had this written for a few years now and just never really got around to starting it. You can find the whole list in the link down below, so please do check that out. It's 101 things that I want to achieve in 1001 days. Now, this started on September 1st this year and it will run until May 29th, 2022. Okay, so there's quite a few things on here and I'm gonna run you through those in a second, but what I want to talk about briefly is why I'm doing this. So I'm 27 now, and I feel like the past few years I've always wanted to do a lot of things and I've not been able to do them for one reason or another. And I see all of my friends going off doing these amazing things, and I always look at that and think that's what I want to do, but I never get around to doing it, just very much in my comfort zone, and I didn't like that. And this year lots of things have happened and I've been forced to be pushed out of that comfort zone, and all of the things that I've always wanted to do I now have been doing from that. So that's where this started. Now on this list, bearing in mind 1001 days is approximately 3 years. It's not everything that I want to do, it's not a bucket list per se, because there's a lot of things like going to Canada, going to Australia, going to Japan, going to Thailand, all of these places. I'm not going to be able to do that in 3 years, honestly, because of money. So there's a few things on here that would take a few hours to do, there's a few things on here that I would need to save for, there's a few things on here that are skill based. I've tried to keep it pretty even so that they are all accomplishable, and so I won't get discouraged if I can't. So if we look, for example, 2 things on here are languages, which is speak French and speak Japanese. Now, I've always been in love with both of these countries. I learnt French in school and I am part French, so I do know a lot of common phrases. I can kind of navigate my way around France, to be fair, with my speaking, but I want to be able to further continually develop that, should I say. I love going snowboarding in France in the Alps, so to be able to go there and be able to communicate with more locals rather than people who just naturally speak English to you when they know that you're English would be really nice. Japanese, on the other hand, is completely different. I really like to challenge myself, and as daft as it sounds, I am always going to be a classroom person, even when I'm not in the classroom. I love learning new things, I love reading about different cultures, and I love fully engrossing myself in those lives. Japan, the culture is beautiful. I really, really want to go there and take a trip, and that is one of the other things on my list. So I want to be able to get to a point where I know about 1,500 words and about 300 to 500 kanji just to get started. That's just kind of like my bar, and then anything above that will be even better. And then there's things like pass the PADI underwater test. My dream job as a child was a marine biologist, which I couldn't do because I failed biology in college because I was dumb. I'm not dumb, but it was just hard. So then from marine biologist I started doing videography, which is what I do now, kind of do a lot of things. I then progressed onto wanting to become an underwater videographer. Now, I'm not sure if that's something that I want to do as my defined career. However, it's something that I want to be able to do. I want to be able to go out, scuba dive and film life underwater and film sunken ships and things like that. It might be a pipe dream, but passing that underwater qualification and getting into the water and taking those first steps will help me realise this and decide if it is something that I want to do or not. Create a YouTube channel. Right, I'm skipping a few of these because if you want to read the full list, then please go check out my blog on it, and I will be doing videos on all of these things. My channel will predominantly be me taking on this list and showing you my journey and my progression. So that brings us on to create a YouTube channel. That is one of my goals. Honestly, more so for me, I just want to be able to document this journey. I want to be a bit more confident, things like that, and I think that this will help. I do videography and editing anyway, but I want to be able to whack those edits out, and I think that this is going to be the perfect opportunity for me to just sit at home at night, relax, and do something a bit more productive than just sitting there and passively staring at a screen watching Friends for the 1000th time. On to another one. I would love to go raw vegan for 30 days. I am vegetarian at the moment. I am 80% vegan. I really don't eat a lot of vegetarian stuff anyway. I absolutely despise milk just out of choice. I just hate it. Like, I honestly hate it. Like cheese, kind of like chocolate, but I'm more of a savoury person anyway. So cheese will be my big downfall, but I would like to go more vegan, and I want to try just going raw vegan for 30 days to see how it feels. I recently omitted sugar, caffeine, things like that from my diet. My skin got so much better, my energy levels got so much better, and then I kind of fell off the bandwagon and now I'm breaking out again. I've got less energy, so I'd love to be able to strip that back and see if doing something like that would kind of detox me and just be a bit more conscious about what I'm actually putting into my body. I'd love to go surfing in Cornwall. My family is from Cornwall as well, so I'd love to do that. I'd love to say yes to everything within reason for a week. The movie Yes Man, one of my favourite movies ever. I'd love to be able to do that and not be scared, you know? I'm fed up with living a life of being scared of repercussions and things that will happen. Obviously, I'm not going to go break any laws or anything, but I'd just love to be able to do that for a week and see what adventures it takes me on. I'd love to be able to learn to play a song on any instrument. I want to go watch The Cursed Child in the West End. I'd love to start my own blog and keep it up. Now, I have started my own blog, so it's just the second part of that now, of keeping it up. I love just sitting and writing about weekly catch-ups, my thoughts on beauty and things like that. So it's something that really relaxes me and I can see myself doing. So let's see if I can keep it up. I'd love to be able to drive in another country, purely because it terrifies me and I want to challenge myself. I don't see the point in doing this if it's just things within your comfort zone. Like, I want to push myself. I want to be able to drive in another country. If it then terrifies me to the point where I don't feel safe, I'm not going to do it, but at least I've tried it. I would love to learn how to do a headstand. Now, I'm obsessed with yoga, love doing yoga, but I can't do a headstand. In the same vein, somewhere on here, I also want to learn how to do the splits. One of them here, watch 26 new movies, all from A to Z. So I have to start with a brand new movie that I've never seen before, beginning with the letter A, B, C, so on and so forth, all the way through the alphabet. It'll be pretty exciting to see if there's any new favourites that I discover. I'd love to go ape. Now, I've moved from the north to the south for work. It's a brand new experience here. There's so much different here, and again, that's going to be something that I'll be documenting. I am northern at heart and I always will be, but there's a lot of opportunities here. I'm really close to London and I'm really close to Go Ape, so I'm going to go and do that. Another thing with mentioning London, one of my ideas is I want to walk over the O2. I actually used to work at the O2. I did security for the London 2012 Olympics and I was stationed at the O2 in oh god, where is it? what's it called? But I was stationed at the O2 in that suburb of London, and every day I used to see people going to go climb over the O2, and I always wanted to do it, and I was working 12-hour days, I barely got any time off, and then no one wanted to do it with me. You know what, at this point I'll go do it by myself, don't care. My mum is coming to London next month. She's going to go see a show at the O2, so I'm gonna grab a train, go meet her, and if she wants to do it with me, then that would be amazing. If she doesn't, I'm gonna go do it myself, and I'm gonna take you with me, so keep an eye out for that one. I'm really excited about that, because God, that's been 7 years in the making now of me wanting to do that. I'm surprised that they still offer it, and I'm really excited. So, and I'm also really scared of heights, so this is the thing, I'm really excited to do it, but I'm so petrified of heights that I'm challenging myself, because again, this list, need to challenge myself, get myself out of that comfort zone, and do everything that I've wanted to do. Spend a weekend in a hut/yurt. This one has got like a little extra part of it. Some of these, they've just got the basic on it, but I've got little additions and amendments. So spend a weekend in a hut/yurt. Kind of want to get away from communications. I don't want to be watching TV. Happy to listen to like podcasts and things. Don't want to be on my phone all the time. Honestly, would rather just be internet free, phone free for the entire weekend, and just get back to roots and nature and see how that does. Get some barbecues on the go. I love a good barbecue, and just be a bit rustic. I want to visit the Eden Project, Stonehenge, spend St Patrick's Day in Dublin, go to Oktoberfest, go to Amsterdam. There's so many go-to places. Visit Disneyland. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough money for all of these things at this point, but I just need to do them. I just need to, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna be 30 by the time this ends, so this is kind of like my 30 before 30, but 101 things instead. Go to Edinburgh Fringe Fest. I'm gonna try and do that next year, because my mum always goes to the military tattoo in Edinburgh, so I'd love to be able to go up there, get an Airbnb apartment, chill out for a week. She can go to the tattoo, I can go to some like comedy shows, things like that, and then we can both meet up and do some bits together as well. I've never carved a pumpkin, or I might have done when I was a kid and I can't remember it, so I want to do that, see how that goes. Something really random, I want to play an entire D&D campaign, right? Just because I am obsessed with role-playing games on Xbox and PlayStation, and I feel like that is, it's not out of my comfort zone, but maybe like the acting part of it might be a bit. I've got a Wreck This journal, and I'd like to complete that, like do every single thing on it, because I start a lot of things and then don't complete them, so I'd like to just really like hone in on that aspect of me, because I do think it's one of my weaknesses. So I'm really going to try and start like delivering full things. Like with this, I hate editing, I absolutely hate editing, and I hate editing myself, so I know I'm gonna film this video and then procrastinate editing it, but I'm just, at this point, I'm really trying to push myself. So yeah, it's a really positive thing. I'm not going to read any more off. If you want to know any more, you're either going to have to subscribe and stick around for this journey, or what I do recommend is going out and checking my blog post below on it, and reading it fully. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video and if you're excited to see the rest of my journey, and please comment 3 things down below what you would have on your 101 in 1001 list. I'm really excited to check those out. I want to see if any of them are the same as mine that I haven't read out. That would be pretty interesting. Or if there's some on there that I am like, oh, I should have put that on my list. So yeah, make sure you comment that down below and stick around for the next video, where I'm going to be tackling one of these things.